Hi guys, it's Sherry. I hope that you are having a fantastic day. Today, we are going to do some very sweet, but very simple Valentine's Day paper crafting. Stay tuned. So here is what we're going to be making today. Isn't this so stinking cute? I love it. And it's just a little tower box of goodies that you can fill with sweets for the sweeties in your life. So simple, so easy. So let's get started. All right, guys, this is going to be a very quick, very easy project, but you're going to love it. So all you're going to need are 3 pieces of 12 by 9 decorative cardstock. And I'm using these 3 patterns for today's project because I think this makes a very nice look if you wanted to give this tower to a man. And this is also a great demonstration of how you can mix and match patterns. Don't be afraid to match those stripes with the paisleys, with the words, with the flowers, with the polka dots. Mix and match, play around with those patterns, and I guarantee you, you are going to love the way things start to look. And because the construction of our boxes will all be the same, I am going to make 2 of the boxes with you guys, and I will make 1 off camera. I heard from a lot of you that the repetition of watching me do it is very helpful to you, so I will make 2 with you and then 1 off camera, even though that process is identical. So on the 9-inch side, we're going to score at 1/2 inch, at 3 3/8, and at 6 1/4. Then we're going to rotate it to the 12-inch side, and we're going to score at 2 7/8, 5 3/4, 8 5/8, and at 11 1/2. So basically what we did on this end, we scored every 2 7/8 of an inch. Then I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing on this one. So on the 12-inch side, we're going to score at 2 7/8, 5 3/4, 8 5/8, and 11 1/2. Then we're going to rotate it to the 9-inch side, and we're going to score at 1/2 inch, and 3 3/8, and 6 1/4. All right, so now we are going to fold and burnish all of our scores. And I'm going to go ahead and fold both of these at the same time. All right, so once we have all the scores folded and burnished, you're going to have a narrow strip going across the top row where you've got 4 panels. That is going to be the flap that we fold in to close our box. So then you're going to have a narrow panel on the side where you've got 3 panels coming down. This will be our glue flap. So we need to get rid of this piece, and that little square in the corner. So I am going to come in at the bottom and just angle in there, remove that piece, and then remove all of this. And you'll be left with this. So now we're here at the bottom, and we're going to angle cut on each one of these scores. So wherever you've got a score, we're just going to angle cut to free up those tabs. So I am going to take my finger blade and just angle. Take my finger blade here and angle. And so this is how your project piece should look right now. Now we're going to rotate it We'll go up to that second score mark, and then we're going to cut straight down. We're not going to angle just yet. So cut straight down the middle of that score mark. And this is what you're going to have. So just like with all of our boxes that are made like this is our glue flap. So wherever this flap falls, that's the back of your box. So we're going to take it and pretend that we're putting the box together, because this is the glue flap. So wherever that glue flap is, I'm going to bend this piece back so that y'all can see what I'm doing. These are the two side pieces. This piece that is opposite this piece with a flap, I'm just going to fold it in. But I'm going to reduce it in size just a little bit so that it folds in without hitting my score marks. You can remove it altogether if you want. I leave mine because I like the fact that it gives me some added stability on my box. So now I'm going to take this piece, place my glue on it, and just fold it in. So now when we put the box back together and we're folding in this piece, we have that nice little lip there that it'll hit when it's folded in. So now that we have it like this, we want to go ahead and reduce this panel that is next to the glue flap and this panel that is opposite this piece that we folded in. So I am just going to trim that down in size, angle in, and I'll do the same thing with this one. Just going to trim it down in size, then I'll angle in, and then I'm just going to take my scissors and round those edges just a little bit so that my box will close easier. Now, if you have a corner rounder, perfect time to use that. So now we can put our box together. I am going to take my glue, place the glue on the glue flap, bring it over, and just join it with that piece, making sure that the score marks are even all the way around. And we have a sweet little paisley flat fold box. So you're able to make up a few of these and have them available for family and friends. So I'm going to go ahead and just close this by tucking that in, because that helps to make sure that the box is nice and squared when I am adding the glue. So I'll fold in my sides, place some glue, fold that, then I'll take some glue and place it on the back piece, fold it over, and then I'll take some glue, place it here, and fold that over. And now I'll use my ruler to go on the inside and get everything nice and stuck. And we have cube number 1, and it is gorgeous. So now I'm going to bring in this one, and we're going to do the exact same thing. So across the top where you've got 4 panels, and then you have this little lip, that's the top of your box. And then you're going to have this little narrow strip here on the side coming down where you've got 3. That is the glue flap portion of your box. So you want to get rid of those 3 pieces. So I'll go up to that first score mark, angle in, and then I'll cut straight out to remove that piece. Then I'll go to the second score mark here, drag straight down, go in on the side, and remove those 2 pieces. So your project piece is going to look like this. So now what we need to do is we need to go in at the bottom, and again we're going to angle on both sides of the score mark. to free up the bottom flaps. So I'll go up to the score mark, not through it, and angle down. And so this is how your project piece should look right now. So we'll flip it to this side, and here's the flap. So this is the top. We're going to go up to that second score mark and cut straight down. So go up to the second score and cut straight down the middle of that score mark. And so we're going to have these pieces right here. Then we can pretend to put our box together. So here's our glue flap right there. There is the back of the box right there. So I am going to fold out these two sides, and I'll fold this piece backwards, and I'll take this piece in front. We're going to fold it in and glue it down. But first I'm going to reduce it. Then I'm just going to trim away a little so that it doesn't hit my score mark. And now I'm just going to add some glue to this. So now that we have this piece glued down, we're going to reduce this piece and this piece in size. So I am just going to trim it in half first. Then I'll angle to reduce it. And then this is what we'll have. So I'll take my scissors and I am just going to round these ends just a little bit. And like I said, if you have a corner rounder, use it there. If you don't, that's a great way to get the rounded edges without a corner rounder. So now we can take this and put it together. So I'll place my glue on the glue flap, bring this up, and match it on that end, making sure that my score marks match. Then I'll take my flat fold and just smooth it out. And now I'm going to fold that in and close my box so that I can glue it to get it nice and squared. So I'll fold in one side piece, add some glue, fold in that other side piece, add some more glue, fold up the back, and now we have another beautiful cube. But y'all know that I am an upside down girl, and so my words are upside down. That's okay. I'm not going to let that stress me. If I really wanted to, I can just turn the box this way because it is a cube. I can turn it this way, which is what I might just do. All right, guys, so we have our two boxes made, and I'm going to bring in the third. And don't you think that is really a pretty combination? I do. So now what I am going to do is I am going to bring in some stickers, and all I'm going to do is decorate the front with stickers. And this one just jumps out at me. It says, "Will you be mine?" And I think that that will look oh so gorgeous on this red and white. Then I'm going to take this one that says, "I love you," and place it on that one. And then I think I'll take the one that says XOXO and place it right there. So now we have three really sweet little boxes for the tower. And the only thing that you need to do now is decide how you want to position these. Which ones do you want side by side? And just play around with it and see which combination you like best. I think that I am And I actually think I'm more partial to that look. So once we have the look that we want, I am just going to take some tape and place it on the bottom. And I'll flip them over and we'll stick them to the tape. And I did go ahead and make a change to the layout of my boxes because I actually like this best. So I am going to get that position right there. And now I can take my ribbon, pull it up, pull it tight, and tie myself a nice little bow. And make sure that I have it nice and tight. And there we have our sweet little cube set. Now you could come back with a tag, hang some Valentine hearts from the top. All types of little ways that you can dress this up if you want. But I am so pleased with how that turned out. All right, guys, we are finished. And didn't I tell you that that was a really quick project? But look how gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous this is. So easy and so quick to make, but it really is a little statement maker. Anyone that you give this to will love receiving this. It is that doggone cute. So I'm going to bring in the first one that I made, along with the one that I made on camera. And aren't they just too stinking cute for words? So guys, I hope that you have liked this fun, quick and easy Valentine's paper crafting project. If you have, please hit the like button. And if you are not a subscriber to my channel, I would love to have you join. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button. Make sure that you hit the notification bell so that you will know when more goodies like this are uploaded. And y'all, as always, please be safe, be kind, happy crafting, and we'll chat later.